In a lush, sprawling forest lived a little bird named Bulbul. His wings were a magnificent sight, shimmering with all the colors of a rainbow. But beneath this beauty, Bulbul carried a heavy heart. He had one big dream: to soar high in the sky, to dance with the wind just like the other birds. The problem? His wings were too short, and he believed they could never carry him to the heights he longed for. One sunny afternoon, after a long day of playing, Bulbul and his best friends, Namor the tiger and Arnuba the rabbit, rested under the cool shade of a giant tree. They watched as flocks of birds painted graceful patterns across the vast blue canvas above. Namor, noticing the sad look in his friend's eyes, turned to Bulbul and asked, "Bulbul, why don't you fly up there with them? You have such beautiful wings." Bulbul let out a long sigh, his voice barely a whisper. "I wish I could, Namor. I really do. But my wings, they're just too short." Arnuba, who had been listening quietly, hopped closer. "Bulbul," she said gently, "if you truly want to fly, it's not just about your wings. It's about what's in here," she said, pointing to her heart. "You have to believe you can. You must overcome your fear, practice without giving up, and stay determined. I used to be the slowest runner among all my brothers and sisters, but I trained every single day, and soon, I could outrun every single one of them. It's all about perseverance." Arnuba's words sparked something inside Bulbul. It was like a tiny flame of hope flickering to life in the darkness of his doubt. He realized that the biggest thing holding him back wasn't his short wings, but his own fear. He needed to have faith in himself. With a newfound fire in his eyes, he stood up tall. He decided right then and there that he would learn to fly, no matter how many times he had to try, no matter how many times he might fall. And so, his training began. Every single day, from sunrise to sunset, Bulbul practiced. He would climb to a low branch, take a deep breath, and leap. He stumbled, he tumbled, he fell more times than he could count. The ground met him with a soft thud again and again, but he never let it defeat him. He would just shake the dust off his sparkling wings, climb back up, and try again. His determination was a sight to behold. Namor and Arnuba were his biggest cheerleaders. They watched him every day, their hearts swelling with pride. They saw the unwavering resolve in his eyes. One morning, as Bulbul prepared for another attempt, something felt different. He flapped his short wings with a power he had never felt before, and with all the strength he could muster, he launched himself into the air. And then it happened. To everyone's astonishment, Bulbul didn't fall. He was flying. It wasn't the high, effortless soaring of the eagles, but he was airborne, fluttering steadily above the ground. He was actually flying. Namor and Arnuba erupted in cheers, their faces beaming with pure joy for their friend. Bulbul was overcome with ecstasy. He felt the wind lift him, support him. With each flap of his short, powerful wings, he flew with more confidence, climbing higher and higher into the sky. His dream, the one he thought was impossible, was finally coming true. He was a bird of the sky, just like the others. Namor and Arnuba watched him, their hearts filled with so much happiness they felt they might burst. They knew how hard he had worked for this moment of triumph. From his new vantage point, Bulbul saw the world in a way he had only ever dreamed of. The forest was a vast carpet of green, the river a shimmering silver ribbon. His short wings were no longer a limitation. They were the very things that carried him toward his dreams. Bulbul, the small bird with the rainbow wings, had proven to everyone in the forest that with courage, perseverance, and a little help from your friends, even the most impossible dreams can take flight. His story became a legend, inspiring every creature, big and small, to look beyond their limits and reach for the sky.